What up, YouTube? It's your boy Banks, and we back in the building, you feel me? It's True Talks, cause True Talks, all right? Let's get straight right into it. All right, man, so you already know, I'm back here with another video. You already know it's True Talks, like I said, and we gonna get straight right into it, man. And so we gonna be talking about today is basically, last week we found out at the end of last week, I think it was Thursday or Friday, we found out that that Cousins went down with a big time injury, another ACL injury, and honestly, I feel bad for Cousins, like as an athlete, as an elite athlete, as an elite player. You know what I'm saying? He 3 straight major injuries, right? You got the torn Achilles, the torn quad, and the torn ACL, and I think it's all on the same leg. So that's never, ever, ever a good look. Now people are thinking that he's done and all that type of stuff. I think that getting a major deal, he might actually be done with. He's in the same boat as IT and as IT, him and IT, basically the two main guys without getting their money that they've basically felt like they've earned and that they deserved. You get what I'm saying? And it's obviously unfortunate. This is something obviously you've seen that Kawhi avoided, but it's just, you can never deny the heart of those two, especially Cousins when it comes to, well, obviously IT, but Cousins, you can't deny the heart. At the end of the day, he played through the finals. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the luck that's been happening, man. It's just unfortunate, man. Like how he injures himself when he's at the peak, close to All-Star break, tears his Achilles, finally comes back. First game of the damn playoffs, his playoff career. Man tears his quad. It's not just light injuries. These are big injuries, man. It's unfortunate. It's not a good look. It's something that you never want to see. It doesn't matter who it is, whether you root for the player or not. It's something you never want to see. And it's just like Cousins has never got that kind of money for the amount of like the talent that he was putting up. Even injured, he was still averaging 16-9 or 16-8 or whatever. Like, bro, that's crazy, man. Like, man's been eating, and he just like, he's not worth it. Some people are saying that Cousins he should have took the money with the Pelicans instead of ring chasing and this and this. It's not, in this case, obviously to the naked eye, looks like ring chasing. But if you actually know basketball, you know that he was offered 40 mil. 40 mil for a guy who put up 25 and 13 or 12 in that season that he got injured with his Achilles. That like, there's people who don't even put those kind of numbers and make more than that. Like, what, a 2-year 40 mil? Like, you better be, bruh. You better stop this, man. There's men who are averaging 10 points, 9 points, you know what I mean? 15, 12, like, that are making that kind of money easy in their sleep. Obviously, Cousins is like, I'm betting on myself. I'm going to go to the Warriors, where it's the situation where obviously I'm playing for a ring. But at the end of the day, that's the best place I could rehab because I'm not forced to come back. I'm not pressured to come back because obviously I'm not the main option. I can be in the sideline. And also this could improve my image. So it'll make people be like, you know what? He won with the Warriors. He sacrificed. He did all the little things, did the intangibles. He actually can be a winner, and he is a winner. So now he's going to get the payday. He's betting on himself when he knows about his talent. I would do the same bet. It's unfortunate that he tore his quad. So then in the finals, he didn't look as strong as he normally would have, but he still was gonna get now another situation to rehabilitate his image and the situation and everything, the injury stigma. And then what happens? He gets injured. Like, it's just crazy, man. It's unfortunate. My prayers out for Boogie, because at the end of the day, that man is a problem, man. And I guess injuries is the only way to solve him, because clearly, like, this man is unguardable. You got to call him audible every single time, man. Like, bro, that would have been a problem for the Lakers. But at the end of the day, I just think Cousins is such an elite player. I think because of his skill set, he obviously fits wherever because he has an elite skill set. But for the Lakers and LeBron and everybody as a tandem, I feel that this is probably a blessing in disguise that people won't see, because now it's going to force AD to play the 5. It's going to force AD to play the 5, obviously, right? So, like, I've been saying that AD and LeBron, the spacing, I don't think is going to be the best spacing, because, LeBron has never played elite with big men. He's never eaten, and it's always been the big men's fault, and they're the scapegoat because they have to play to LeBron's strengths or weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron could always be doing what his strength is, which is having the ball in the hand, having the paint clear, and going downhill, etc. Right? You don't see LeBron playing off ball. It's a man eating in the post with LeBron there. That's auto double. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously he can still try and make it work, but the most spacing LeBron would have is if AD's at the 5. And if AD and Cousins are both there, You seen AD and Cousins work together because they can play off ball, on ball. It doesn't matter. These men are doing pick and rolls. Man was in the corner. Like, that's when you have a skill set like that, you can play however. But LeBron doesn't have that type of skill set, that he can play off ball like that. He's a threat, catch and shoot, etc. So he's going to force other people to do that so he can play his strength. You know what I'm saying? So when you have it like that, it's hard to play AD at the 4 and Cousins at the 5 and expect there to be a lot of spacing, especially with how LeBron needs to score. Like, this paint could only fit so many. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, that's why I'm saying it's a blessing in disguise, because now we'll force AD more to go to the 5, where he's like, even though he doesn't like playing the 5, you already know he's going to be forced to play the 5. So now it comes down to him playing the 5 is dependent on if they get another big like Dwight Howard. So that's what they're considering. They're considering looking at Dwight, having meetings with him, talking to him. The Memphis Grizzlies, obviously, they like, you go ahead, talk to the nigga, man. We don't care. Because at the end of the day, Dwight Howard he doesn't fit the plan with a young gunner, you know what I mean, rebuilding type of situation. He doesn't fit that. So obviously he doesn't fit that mold. They got Jonas, they got all kinds of pieces, right? They got Jaw, they got all these guys, right? So it obviously doesn't fit in the mold, right? So definitely, why would you play Dwight when you got these guys you could build up, right? It doesn't make no sense. So obviously Dwight, this is where you're in the same thing with Melo situation, where it only would make sense for them to go to a contender. So they obviously need a big. And obviously, you have JaVale McGee. He obviously would start. He's mobile, rim protection, can run the floor, etc. But doesn't have a one-on-one ability. Dwight Howard could rehab himself. He could be, I see why they want to get him, because regardless, even with the injuries, regardless, he's what? A good double-double machine. He's a walking double-double. Any way you slice it, it don't matter. As much as people want to hate on Dwight, he's still going to get his double-double. How he gets his double-double is obviously different. You're not going to give it to him on the block. He can. He actually can post up on the block here and there, but it's not bread and butter. It's never been we need a bucket go to him. Not only that, so a lot of his immaturity and a lot of his attitude into people's eyes has been like, yo, what's going on with Dwight? That's why he never won. He's always playing. He's always this. He's always laughing. Where's the seriousness? Where's the go all in all? It could be a different Dwight, because he's recently talked about Kobe and how he was never guarded, how this guy was so cheesed at me, and he was like, he was mad at me for this and that and that. And now I actually see, now that I sit back, I see what he means by calling me soft and this and this and this. So it could be a different Dwight. Don't get it twisted. But at the end of the day, what's his skill set? He needs the paint. So at least with Cousins, it's like he could still go on the perimeter. AD could still go on the perimeter. You know what I mean? Now you're giving Dwight. Dwight's it's automatically clogged. You have JaVale and you have a Dwight, because JaVale and Cousins are two different dynamics. You get what I'm saying? JaVale's not spacing out, and LeBron has played good with him. But at the end of the day, that's why JaVale didn't play those crucial minutes in certain situations, because you could just sag off, help off of him, and all the type of stuff. Another man rotate, especially if they don't have a spot up. It's different because before they didn't have a shooter in the corner. So let's say off Ingram or whoever, that person gaps down when LeBron beats, let's say this guy, JaVale's man, because JaVale's is at the block. JaVale man helps out. That guy now helps out him. So you have to kick out and then you just rotate, and they're not catching and shooting. So it was a lot of counterproductive parts. But at the end of the day, now if you have all shooters around and you have JaVale and AD, you know what I mean? Someone could still you're still gonna not give nothing free. Their shooters aren't guys you stay tight. You know what I'm saying? You still gap, like you'll force them to shoot contested, but you still gap and recover off their shooters. They don't have snipers like Clay or Steph or something like that, right? Guys who could shoot, but it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make it in front of me before I actually stay tight to you and don't help defense. You know what I'm saying? They don't have shooters like that. So it still could be the same situation when you have JaVale. It's like, and then LeBron's trying to penetrate, and you have AD. That's like, 3 paint mans. Obviously, AD can score off of it, and LeBron sometimes can spot up and do all that type of stuff, but their bread and butter is paint, if you really know, especially, right? So when you have that going on, and then JaVale's there, it's like, okay, at least if you bring in Cousins, he can space the floor, and at least you can still dump it to him and get a bucket. You know what I'm saying? Now JaVale, you don't do that, and then you have a same type of JaVale in Dwight. It's like you're always having a 5 on at all times that could actually not space the floor. So it might actually be worse for them to actually get Dwight. The way I feel about it depends how they use him. They have to use him in a specific way for it to actually just work. But it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. I just feel like if the Lakers were smart, they wouldn't go for. Honestly, I want Dwight to play. I hate seeing guys who actually need to redeem themselves or stuff like that and not get the opportunity. But for me, if I'm just looking at it, if Lakers are a contending team, the best situation for them, low key, actually happened when Cousins got injured, because now you're forcing AD to play at the 5. AD doesn't want to play at the 5 because AD at the end of the day, he was a guard first, got his height later. And he's a guard at heart. Plus, he doesn't like the big body. And the people don't understand the paint basketball in professionally. It's real. There's elbows. There's stuff you don't see in real time. But mans are throwing bowls. Like, AD doesn't have to deal with that. You already know. Like, that physicality is real. It's none slight, man. Bodying up the screens, dealing with the girth of people, like the Jokic's, you know what I mean? The Embiid's, the strength. Bodying up. It's different help side defense than mono. In your chest, and and you're breaking your chest. Like, bro, people don't understand. Like, it's different. Only if you play, it's different, man. It's different. You could be huffing and puffing real quick. I need a timeout. Oh, why is he having no lift? He got bullied down the other end. That's why you didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So it just is a lot of stuff is chain reaction. So AD doesn't have to do that. He wants to be able to eat face up. You know what I'm saying? And he wants an advantage at the end of the day where it's guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? So if he's at the 4, you got guys like Mo Harkless, which I still think could give him a run for his money defensively. People are sleeping on that. You heard me here say it first with the Clippers. Mo Harkless will put some pads. He'll still get eat sometimes, but he could defend. Don't sleep. He's a good 6'9", 6'10", long arms matching up with AD. You know what I'm saying? Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it at all. So anyways, if AD is forced to play the 5, then you know what I mean? That's the best situation and best case scenario for the Lakers, because you got, other teams got Draymond at the 5. Obviously, other teams have other big 5s, but at the end of the day, like a lot of the times it's going to be small ball to end the games. Clippers are going to do that. They're probably going to put Montrez at the 5 because Lou Will's going to play as well. So, you know what I'm saying? The great teams and the good teams going to have like a smaller 5. That's what you're definitely going to do. And it's going to be fast tempo. That's the way the NBA is going, obviously, if you already know. So AD being at the 4 and having a big also at all times is not a good look at the end of the day for the Lakers and for their aspirations of having a ring. So definitely AD at the 5 is the best option, because there's at least 4 people that can shoot at all times instead of 3 people who could shoot and then 2 guys who are like, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't play. It doesn't play well, especially because LeBron is the guy that's on the floor. I said 2 guys. I meant 3 guys because you would include LeBron. So for instance, if you have Bradley, let's say he could shoot and he's sniping. Okay, you're on him. You have Danny Green. Okay, you have him. You have Kuzma. Okay, you're on him. You know what I'm saying? Then you have LeBron and AD, right? At the 3, 4, 5. So it's like, okay, 2 guys. It's like, okay, they're doing pick and roll. Okay, you know what I mean? But then if you have AD and then Dwight Howard, that's 3. That's LeBron. Obviously, you sag off of. Then you have AD, who you still sag off. You have to make him pay off so he can hit it. But I rather have him shooting the 3 instead of the paint. You know what I'm saying? Same with Dwight. So those are 3 guys you literally could just gap and recover off of. There's only 2 guaranteed shooters. You know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't the fit itself doesn't work. Cousins was more so, like I said, was gonna work because at least he could space out. Dwight, when like at the end of the day, 2 of those guys, AD and Cousins, weren't limited. Only JaVale was the one limited. Now you have JaVale limited and Dwight limited. It's like always one big that's in is going to be sus and spacing. That's not a good look at the end of the day. So this could have been, that's what I was saying. It's a blessing in disguise, because at the end of the day, AD should be playing the 5. He needs to, this just shows you that like he's in for a rude awakening, because at the end of the day, he knows that he doesn't want to play the 5 and he's not built like that to play the 5. He just doesn't like it. Not that he can't play, but he just doesn't like it. Obviously the physicality, like at the end of the day, AD came from a frail body first, like he was skinny and all of that stuff. He didn't have the girth yet. He's gotten put on more meat and he could probably bang in the paint, obviously. But at the end of the day, it's just different. It's different. One-on-one deep, people don't understand. It's different, man, than help side. It's different. It's different. AD's defense, if you look at it, most of it is help side blocks. That's where he gets it from. Not one-on-one mono breaking chest drop, stopping a drop step, all of that. Like, that's baby food. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if his Jokic is just bullying him with that girth. Like, he's at the end of the day, he's not 7 foot. He's a good 6'10", maybe 6'11", right? 6'10"-ish. It's like Bosch. Like, they're 4s. Caleb, they're 4s. You know what I'm saying? So I understand where he's coming from. And he has the guard skill set. So the more he's at the 4, the more it's like a scoring type of role. I face up, you're too small, I bully you. It's more of a mismatch, just like the Melo thing, obviously, right? But then when you're at the 5, you're more so the last man of defense. Every layup you have to stop. All of this type is just a different dynamic. You know what I'm saying? It's a different dynamic, and the bullies you have to deal with is different. But at the end of the day, like I was saying, The best thing is for AD to be at the 5 for like long term, for more stretches than he's at the 4. That's the best way for the Lakers to get that up tempo, have them floor spacing. They can do the pick and roll. You're not helping off the guy in the corner because AD is the 5. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Better spacing, all of that type of stuff. So just the fit with LeBron will make more sense. If he's at the 4, and then there's another big, like I said, yo, that spacing is atrocious. It's gonna be closer to last year, if anything. So like I'm not a fan of AD at the 4 if I'm a Laker fan wanting him to win. Like I would want him at the 5 as much as I can. Like you guys said, you gotta have guys like Willie Cauley-Stein, DeAndre Jordan. These guys they're not dominant. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they're not dominant on post ISOs. You know what I'm saying? But if you have like an Embiid and you have these other guys, then you throw in a McGee. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you can pick up Dwight just how you use him, but I just know that if you pick him up, why would I pick him up and not really play him? That doesn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So, also, too, you got to have an insurance policy. So, I would say maybe pick him up. I don't know. I feel like there's been guys like they said Joakim Noah. Joakim Noah can maybe hit a mid-range. It might be a better option actually for Joakim because he has that motor and he's more of a defensive center. Obviously, Dwight Howard is a defensive center, but he's never been good. A great defensive center one-on-one has been help side. You know what I'm saying? So you can't have two of the same like McGee and Dwight Howard. You know what I mean? It just I don't know. I feel like Joakim Noah's more of a rim protector. You know what I'm saying? More of a lockdown paint defender. You know what I'm saying? Like post on ISOs, all like he's shutting you down. You know what I'm saying? Like he's, you know what I mean? It's not like you're breaking his chest. That he's a center. You know what I'm saying? He's a different. You know what I mean? So obviously he's different, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, y'all. Again, prayers up for Boogie. Just pray he gets healthy. I know mentally it's gonna be tough, man. Like going through 3 straight injuries like that, like man's probably MIA and he's going ghost right now. I know that's a dark place never to be in because it's like this is all you know and it's taken away from you 3 straight times. You got to overcome again. It's like, is this really meant to be type of thing? I know that's what's going through his head, man. I feel for him. I just pray that he overcomes. I know he's strong, and at the end of the day, I just hope he just looks at the negativity as a way of getting angry and making himself come back with a vengeance. You know what I mean? So I just hope that he just gets to that point. It's gonna be rough, but I just pray, man. I just pray. Prayers up for Boogie. And just you got to see you in the game, man. And there's never a good look to see someone great at that, like that much of a beast be just wasted. I don't want to see that ever. Never want to see that. That's talent, man. That's talent, man. That's talent. God damn. Anyways, it's True Talks, because True Talks. AD, you got to man the hell up and play the 5, man. You got to play the 5, man. Especially if they want greatness and they want this rip. They want this ring. They want this chip. I said rip. I put 2 on 1 at the end of the day. But I get buckets with 2 on 1. You feel me? Anyways, it's True Talks. Because True Talks. Share, like, and subscribe. You already know. We got more videos coming. And I'm out, man.